Hey listener, you may notice that our episodes will sound a little different from now on as we're reducing the amount of editing for each episode. We're preparing for some exciting changes to our format and we'll be releasing 2 episodes a week for the next couple months. Time to open your ears and get ready for some unhinged shenanigans on this episode of Level Down.
Level Down is an improvised comedy podcast and can have mature themes. Check the episode description for content warning.
Special guest, Matt Chewers.
Yeah. Hello there, everyone. I am Matt Chewers. I hope this voice is refreshing.
Yes, everyone, this is Matt Chewers.
The Matt Chewers.
The myth, the legend himself.
Matt.
Definitely a legend. Yeah.
And before we get to Matt Chewers' secret new character, I have a question for all of your characters. What is one skill or thing that your character wishes they could do?
Oh, I guess I can start. Hello everyone, I play Sawyer, and something that Sawyer wishes he could do. He really wishes that he could play the keyboard. He's learnt many instruments, but what has surpassed his skill level is keyboards, because they're not very portable, and on his travels he just doesn't get a lot of time to be able to just sit down and play.
They're not very portable? Isn't a keyboard like the most portable version of a piano?
Yeah, but
it's still not that portable.
Has Sawyer ever seen a keyboard? Like, it's an electrical instrument.
How does it exist? He just
Magic.
knows. He's seen it in his dreams.
Yeah, so fun fact about this world, a keyboard is actually just a bunch of keys stapled in.
Oh,
You just
that makes
bang
sense to a
into
plank
board.
of wood.
It's just a plank of wood, and you hammer on the keys and they make a noise.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a keychain, but like as a board.
I see.
Yeah, exactly. And not very portable, not very sustainable. You could use those keys for a lot better uses.
Yes.
So why would he learn to play the keyboard, but he also really wants to, but he understands that they're just not very sustainable in his lifestyle right now. Anyway, that's what Sawyer wishes he could do.
yeah, Cliff definitely at the moment, with what's happening at the moment in the story, is definitely thinking about how he wish he was better at reassuring people and just better at he's great at fighting things off, but inner demons from other people he's not so good at helping with. So he wish he had he wishes he was a therapist at the moment. You know?
Aww, so wholesome.
For sure.
If I could turn back time. Sybil wishes she could turn back time more than she already can. she just wants to be more powerful.
She wants to be better.
She wants to be better. She can't do it for very long. So yeah, she wants to be able to do more of it.
Wonderful. Well, you 3 are now experienced farmhands, having taken care of the problem down at the cliffside with the giant that was terrorizing the animals, munching them up, that sort of thing, you know. With the help of your new best friends, Gloat and Bloat, the half-furbolgs. And now you've come back to Gus's office to report. You've described what's happened, and Gus has a proposal for you. Well, you 3. I've seen that you can do well for yourselves in combat, and you're not so bad at investigating, and really the main quality you have is that you're not furbolgs. You see, usually I would hold that against you quite a bit. I mean, I myself am not born a furbolg, but I would consider myself an honorary furbolg. But it's your lucky day, because the Moofia is actually in need of some non-furbolg people to carry out a particularly time-sensitive mission. I'm sure you're aware of the recent events involving our new Lord and Savior Novus. Praise be his name.
Oh, okay.
He like looks up,
Yeah.
says a little prayer.
Yeah. And look, I got nothing against the guy, not that I know much about him, the new god, but you see, it's a bit inconvenient for the Moofia because the election is coming up. It's actually tomorrow, and
Which election is this?
the presidential election
For presidential of what?
of the Eclipsean cities.
Oh, wait, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. How long have you lived in the Eclipsean cities?
A long time. He's just dumb.
Yes, that
Yeah.
would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, wow, we are just so honored, Supreme Leader Gus, but could we just have a tiny minute to confer with each other?
Wait, we don't even know what the mission is.
Yes.
Okay,
let us confer.
Okay.
Of course, but you would be doing a great favor to the Moofia.
Yes, understood. And Sawyer kind of hustles everyone. He's in the corner, and he's saying, "This is a mob, right? We
This
can't.
is again.
No,
No.
we don't want to get involved with a mob.
I don't. We're not gonna join a gang, okay?
I mean, hear me out.
No.
But if we did,
No.
Then what?
we'd be in the gang. And then
No.
we could take over the gang. And then we could run the gang and take over the city. This is a complete hypothetical pitch.
Yes, very opportunistic, and you.
I would have thought that you'd be way more into this, Sybil.
I've never been in a gang, and I don't plan to.
Wait,
ever
you've
be.
never? I thought you were in like 5 different gangs throughout this journey. Like, have I missed something?
I honestly don't know. Sybil-
I've been involved with gangs, but
Oh wait, what's the difference? Then
you can be involved in a gang, but not sign yourself over to them.
we should do that then.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what he's asking us to do.
Oh, okay.
So we're just becoming involved with the gang, but then we're just standing off to the side, you know.
Okay, it's never just one job.
No.
I'm sure you know that, Sybil.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as long as you know that, we know what we're getting into, maybe.
Maybe.
I can tell you have some reservations about joining our family. Not a gang, a family.
Mm-hmm. He heard everything, so...
You didn't roll a stealth check, Sawyer!
But perhaps our motivations might be more aligned than you expect. I understand you were looking for something in particular. Coda didn't give me the details, but maybe we can help each other.
Okay. So what exactly is the mission?
Well, you see, I was talking about the election, and democracy is a fine thing, but, you know, it would be a real shame if the anti-gang party were to be elected.
Yeah, that kind of is their whole thing.
That would be slightly inconvenient for us here at the Moofia. And, you know, up until yesterday, I was not at all worried, because with Storenth, the new god, there was no way he was going to endorse the anti-gang party. We all knew he was going to endorse Illithor Illwind and the new war effort.
What was the name of that first one?
That's the name of the guy, Illithor Illwind.
He's the head of the... Actually, you don't know that.
Illithor Illwind. Interesting. Who's that?
Well, Illithor Illwind is the head of the... Hold on.
Oh, hold on.
Gets up notes. Searches deep within.
The Eclipsean Patriot Coalition. Very fancy name for a party that likes war very much. Just like Storenth. They want to continue our efforts, our city's efforts in the Horizon War, and hopefully annihilate the clouds.
Can we shut that door, that window?
You go, Jared.
No, I can't really.
Okay.
Jared's stuck.
Jared's taped
It's okay,
into
you have a
voice.
guess.
He's strapped
Oh,
in
okay,
to
that's so much
podcast.
Okay.
I need to assume my position.
Yeah.
I've been assumed.
Illithor Elwind wants to expand the war effort and eventually annihilate the clouds, which is all very noble of him, I'm sure. But the main thing that I like about him is, while he's doing that, he will not be concerned with any of the gangs. I mean, the families.
There are a lot of big families.
There are a lot of big families in this city.
Oh. Well, what is... That all sounds great, but what is this proposal that you have?
Where do we come in?
Well, you see, given that there's a new god in town, I'm not sure who he's going to endorse for president. Sybil, you know that the way the elections work in this city is not entirely democratic, but pretty close to it. Everyone votes, and then the reigning god takes into consideration the votes of the populace and endorses a candidate.
Wow.
And generally, for the last century, Orla has respected people's opinions. So for most of the last 100 years, people have known what is pretty close to a representative democracy.
Yeah.
But that was expected to change with Storin. Most people thought that he was pretty likely to endorse Illithor. Novus, on the other hand, says Gus, we don't know anything about him. Or her, or them. I actually don't know.
That's very progressive of you.
Which could be very inconvenient given that the public seems pretty fond of the anti-gang party. So if this Novus was to respect the public's opinion, not that I have anything against that, it could be slightly inconvenient. So I want to rig the election. But when I say I mean this cannot at all, at any cost, be traced back to the Moofia, or that would be very bad. So I need 3 or 4 non-Furbolgs
Oh,
to
right.
attend the election.
I see.
Because you see that we are quite distinguishable as members of the Moofia. Well, myself excluded, although I do have that aura of Furbolgness, being an honorary Furbolg.
Mhm.
Out of character, I thought Gus just suddenly hated the Moofia.
Yeah.
Because he just suddenly hated furballs. I was like, he's married one.
Yeah.
What's going on? Anyway, well, what's in it for us, Gus? Like, we can't just.
We've got stuff to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, what sort of stuff do you need to do? Just you don't need to give me the details. Just anything I can.
We need to go get a thing.
We have to go to the old god's crypt and do some stuff there.
Yeah.
How convenient!
Oh gosh.
Oh, this really could not have worked out more perfectly. You see, the election usually takes place at All God's Temple in the main stadium. But due to the meteorite crash, that's become rather inconvenient, given that it's all full of meteorite. So they've moved the election at the last minute to the crypt, which is the second most holy place, because they need to be able to summon an avatar of the reigning god.
Right.
So for tomorrow only, the crypt will be open to the select few invited to the election. Usually the general public can attend, but because of space constraints, it's only various politicians and high priests. I do have a guest list, which I've managed to obtain, but if you three could somehow, I don't need to know the specifics, but if you could get your way in there and just make sure that the anti-gang party doesn't.
Wait, so you don't have a plan for us to rig the election?
Well, I'm sure you three are talented enough
Oh,
to figure that out, but if you do need some extra help, I do have someone to go along with you.
I feel like we need. If you have a plan off the top of your head, tell me now, or I think we need an extra person.
My plan would just be to go in,
Yeah, we need
kill
an extra
kill
person.
whoever's there, and then announce the election winner.
We need an extra person.
I agree.
I feel like my plan is pretty good.
And Gus, extremely hypothetically,
I mean, okay.
if we
Oh.
just didn't do what you asked us to, what would be the consequences? Extremely hypothetically.
Oh, well, this is another reason it's so good to have an extra person from the Moofia along with you, isn't it?
Right.
I see.
But what would happen? Wait, what? What?
You need me, Gus?
The doors swing open,
And then
you see
you see something that I believe no one in the party has seen before. Yeah, a tall, tanned man.
Never
Not
seen
riding.
before.
let me finish.
Oh my god.
I feel like I'm already covering this.
No, it's okay. No, not riding on top of a horse, but is a horse and a man with a clip-clop of metal horseshoes along, I'm assuming a wooden floor. I don't know. Yes, wooden floor. You see, just this majestic beast.
What the
You
fuck?
summoned me.
Cliff, don't be rude.
What is that?
Shh, that's a
I am
centaur.
Tholian.
Thul-
You know my kind.
I've read about you.
I see.
Is he carrying any weapons?
Are you?
I mean, yeah, you can see Tholian has just like a homemade like wooden bow like slung across the shoulder. You can't really see anything else. You can see the quiver poking just behind, but that's it.
Very stylish.
Well, Thulian, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
Sawyer reaches
Yeah.
up towards.
The Tholian kneels down
Oh.
and grasps your hand very tightly.
Well,
Gives a
good
good
to meet
shake.
you.
Let's go.
Uh,
It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Is Thulian wearing a shirt?
He's wearing a jacket.
Does he have a shirt under the jacket?
No.
Oh my
The
goodness.
jacket may be
We
undone.
really need to get these guys some clothes. So no one.
Just so you know, Cliff is wearing like a vest and no shirt underneath. So he's staring at you very passive aggressively.
I see. You have a very similar taste in fashion, my friend. Please, introduce yourself to me.
Cliff.
You are Cliff,
Cliff.
for sure? Alright, and as you
Cliff.
know, I am Thulian.
Thulian.
Yes.
well, Cliff, you already have something in common with Thulian.
Yes, perhaps you'll one day get to the same feats that I have made.
I continue to stare passive aggressively at Thulian.
And Thulian
Thulian.
continues to just gleam and back straight at Cliff.
Like a ray of sunshine comes through a window.
yeah, it's
And
just.
there's just like a little storm cloud above me, like.
Oh.
Yeah. You okay there, Cliff?
It's
It
fine.
seems- okay.
It's fine.
It's
little
very nice
peculiar.
to meet you, Thulian.
It is, isn't it?
Well, I can see you four are getting along wonderfully already. Now, it's getting late, so why don't you stay the night here in the barn? There's some very comfortable hay. Bloat and Gloat will show you the way. You can sleep with them. They'll be very happy to have some guests.
I'm not going to make that joke, actually. Keep going.
No, we were all thinking it. We were all there.
Let's move on.
Right.
Bloat and Gloat walk in. Follow us, esteemed guests. Come to the barn. The
Alright.
finest accommodation the ranch has to offer, which is, it's pretty good. There's good hay, there's lots of milk. You couldn't ask for anything better. Thulian!
Bloat and Gloat. How long has it been?
It's been
A few hours.
it's been a few hours at
Yeah.
least. But you get to sleep in the barn tonight with us.
Oh, a huge upgrade. Thank you for this
It
generosity.
really is a big upgrade from the stables.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Well, come along, because it's getting late, and given that this is your first night with the Moofia, there's a bit of a tradition that Bloat and
When-
Gloat want to...
Oh no. You did tell them we're not joining the Moofia, right?
Did
Well,
you?
I told them they would be staying here for the night, and usually only very good friends of the Moofia get to stay in the barn, so I don't know what they've assumed, but I'm very busy. I have lots of work to attend to, so shoo.
Okay.
Sybil, Cliff. Sorry,
Thulian.
Thulian.
Not
Uh,
Thulian?
Not
Not-
Thulian.
Not.
Not Thulian?
I-
Oh,
If
come
they get us to do some kind of oath, do not go through with it.
Please, the oath is fair game. In very, very
where's-
simple terms.
What
you
is
should-
the
you
oath?
should- Oh, you'll have to hear all about it. It's not for me to say. I'm still a lower.
Okay,
in the
fine. I
ranks.
respect your decisions to. You have choice. You could join the Moofia, but I highly advise against it.
Alright, well, good to keep Sawyer's advice in my back pocket to duly ignore later. Anyway, it's lovely to meet you, Thulian.
It's lovely to meet you as well.
What kind of skill set do you possess?
Oh, I'm a carer of sorts. I enjoy just preserving what my home,
Life?
my property. Yes, life. I had
Preservation of life is good.
I had a sanctuary for a few of my beloved animals, but due to the recent war effort, I may no longer have that sanctuary. But I will find my friends again, and I'll rebuild it.
That's
Right. Well, I
That's-
sure hope you get your animal friends back.
Yeah, but as in a skill set, other than animals, I am very gifted. I'm sure you'll see. I can do mostly everything.
okay. I guess I'll just have to be sure you'll show it to me, and I'm sure you will.
Of course.
All right.
Thank you for believing
Bloat and
me.
Gloat lead you to the barn, where they've got a table and some hay bales set up around the table. It's time for Truth and Dairy, my favorite Moofia tradition.
Oh, truth and dairy. What's this? We say things and eat cheese.
I'm so
It's been a while
excited.
since I've had a dairy product, but I suppose I can make the exception for this.
Sybil takes a bottle of alcohol out of her bag, drinks all of it, and then smashes it and goes, "Rah, I'm ready for truth and dairy."
That's not dairy, Sybil.
I like your style, Sybil.
Thulian.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You should be drinking the real drink. Bloat lifts up a massive iron flagon of milk
Oh no.
and plonks it on the table. Then a large glass of a green milkshake, plonks it on the table next to the
Oh.
iron flagon. A smaller glass of a bright red, frothy milkshake on the table. And finally, a very small glass of pure white milk.
So it's green, red, white.
Yeah, green, red, white, and the big jug of milk.
As Floating Gloat places out the glasses, Thulian's gonna wave his hand in front of him, try and take a quick whiff of each of the products as they go by, try and
Alright.
distinguish and recognize them.
Make a perception check.
A perception? Interesting. Alright. We like that roll, it's a natural 20.
Yo! Alright. So,
Takes a big whiff, takes
the
it all
first
in.
one, it's just milk, but there's a lot of it. And it's not the,
The
freshest
green one?
milk. No, this is the big iron flagon of milk.
Okay.
And the second one, the green milkshake, it smells slightly of grass, but a little bit toxic. Not your favorite milkshake to drink.
The grass kind of has me though. Not gonna lie.
The third one, the bright red milkshake, smells super spicy, almost fiery. And it also seems to have something magical about the smell. Your keen nose discerns. The last one smells like the freshest, purest milk.
And this is the smallest.
This is
tiny
the
one,
smallest tiny one.
I suppose.
The freshest, purest milk you have ever seen. Or smelt.
Yes, smelt.
Now, the way Truth and Dairy works is we keep asking questions. Well, I choose someone, right? Or someone chooses someone, and then they get to choose whether they want to tell a truth or drink the dairy. We keep going until all of the dairy is gone or someone falls unconscious. No one has ever made it through all 4 glasses.
Oh no. Okay, well,
You guys are
sounds
the
fun.
guests, so why don't one of you go first?
I'll go first.
You can ask us, and then we'll ask you.
Oh, I understand.
Or you can ask one of your
well,
companions.
Bloat. Bloat. Float. Gloat. Totes.
Bloat, that's me. Float's
Bloat.
my uncle.
Totes.
You say truth or dairy?
Truth or dairy?
Oh, dairy, clearly. The first one's the best. Gloat picks up the big jug of milk and downs it in one gulp, but it takes a while. He keeps chugging.
Was this bloat or ghost?
This was Gloat.
He's becoming very bloated now.
Let me see, is Gloat the buff one or the wizard?
I'm pretty sure.
Cannon.
Let's check.
Bloat is the wizard.
Yeah, Gloat is the buff one.
Mm.
He has the incredibly buff left hand and the puny human right hand. He's going to make a constitution save for drinking more milk than he would usually. Ooh, that's an 8. Yeah, not so good. He's feeling a bit sick, but he keeps going.
Oh no.
Oh,
Takes.
poor lad.
no.
Oh man.
You're right there.
Yeah, all good.
You can stop.
If I stop, I have to forfeit the game.
No, please stop. You're embarrassing yourself. Don't continue.
All right.
You can do it. You can do it, boy.
Like,
He takes 4 milk damage.
Oof.
I don't believe I'm familiar with that term. Did you say milk damage?
Yeah, 4 milk
Oh,
damage.
Sybil's vulnerable to milk damage. She's lactose
yeah, I was
intolerant.
about to say.
This isn't gonna go
I was like,
well.
do I make Sawyer lactose intolerant? Disadvantage on Constitution saving throws.
He lets out an almighty burp. And he seems satisfied, if a little sick. Alright. Now that we've got the easy drinks out of the way, the next one is my own concoction, so I'm looking forward to seeing someone drink it. Trust me, it's pretty great. I call it the sickening smoothie. But anyway, my turn to ask someone. He looks around at each of you. Bloat, who do you reckon we should choose?
Julian, during this, just sort of stands up, folds his arm, and just stares directly at you as you're contemplating this,
And
trying to
Cliff-
scare you off.
Cliff sees this and immediately does the exact same thing, but really puffs out his chest as much as he can.
Both of you make a performance check.
That's fair. Alright, Thulian underperforms at a 4.
Ooh.
Cliff underperforms at a 7.
Oh. They stare each of you in the eyes, but Cliff's gaze is just slightly more potent. You, blue guy, truth or dairy?
Dairy.
Alright, I'm looking forward to this.
Oh no.
Good choice, Cliff. Good answer.
Okay, do you drink the sickening smoothie?
Absolutely, I do. And I make eye contact with Thulian the whole time.
Cliff, you've already submerged yourself in milk today. Think about how much milk is in your system.
It'll mean I'm immune.
What did Cliff do today?
It's a long story.
At first it
Does
tastes
he have a
of
thing for milk?
milky grass, but then it starts to taste really, really bad. Make a constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh. That is an 11.
You fail. You are poisoned by the sickening smoothie. It goes right to your stomach. You feel really bad. You take 3 poison damage and are now poisoned.
This tastes great.
Oh, you're
It
looking
tastes so good.
a little green there, Cliff.
I'll have another.
Yeah, you've gone
Don't.
turquoise.
Yeah.
Do not give him another.
I feel fine.
Cliff, you get to ask someone now.
Oh, Sybil, truth or dare?
Definitely truth.
What do I do now?
Now you get to ask a question.
Oh,
And then Sybil has to answer truthfully.
Sybil, did you come from a big family? You talked about family a lot back there.
I don't.
Well, that was underwhelming.
What a
Yeah.
trash question.
I'm gonna insight check Sybil to see if she's telling the truth.
Let me count what counts as a big family?
You talked about having a big family back there.
It's a 14.
Do I roll
Roll either persuasion or deception.
I don't know if this is a lie.
It's up to you.
Which one's
I gotta not look at your computer.
yeah?
Can't.
Oof,
Needs to-
9.
Oh, were you? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Bet the people in your family.
Yeah. I guess like I'll say Sybil was thinking about her family, like when she wasn't thinking about a gang or anything when she answered the question. So like, she has a small.
She
family.
has a family.
Small one.
Oh, okay. Great. Cool. That was underwhelming.
Yeah, you really need to get better at asking questions. I had a bunch of good ones lined up, but anyway, Sybil, it's your turn.
All right, that was easy peasy. Thulian, you guy, truth or dairy?
Believe the red and the small one is left.
Yes,
So the end.
that's the next one.
Alright. Dairy.
Oh, this should be good. This is Flint's signature brew. Oh, it's different every
heard.
time.
Heard lots about this.
What it-
please.
How's your spice tolerance, Thulian?
It's been a while. I think I've just feasted on grass the last few days.
Oh, this should be fun. All right,
Oh no, Julian.
let's.
What do
let's
you
see
mean?
it.
Oh no.
I mean, you
Sawyer.
got this.
Thank.
Julian.
I have this.
Chug, chug,
Hand
chug,
over.
chug, 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 chug.
Wait, sorry. Is this which save is this?
Well, drink it and find out.
Okay. Thulian chugs
Okay.
it, throws it back.
Yes.
All right, it slips straight down your gullet, burning as it goes. You feel fires in your stomach.
Ooh,
You start feeling
that's some strong
More.
stuff there.
and more sick. You need to vomit. Make a Constitution saving throw. DC 25.
Sybil's gonna die.
I could not make that in the first place, but I got a 16.
You cannot resist the urge to vomit out of your mouth.
I'm gonna angle it slightly
Okay,
back
where-
towards.
Where are you aiming it?
Probably towards bloat or go. Whoever's closer.
Okay.
Just projectile it across.
Okay.
As you do, I'm gonna use deflect missiles to catch it. I'm like, no! Don't vomit on that, that's disgusting! I just slap it out of the air.
Okay, so you slap it to the ground.
Yeah, I'll slap it to the
All right. Out of your mouth pours a stream of molten lava.
How did you not see this coming?
This
Cliff
makes sense.
didn't. Jared's in character.
I'm in character, I'm not dumb, right? Right? It's just,
Right.
it's just role playing.
We just forgot the D&D effects.
It
Yeah.
forms a puddle on the ground, and then it starts to move. Out of the lava rises a human-shaped figure, and then 3 more globs spattered around the room turn into winged creatures. They look extremely angry. Everyone roll initiative.
What? No, I'm poisoned, no!
That was a spicy drink.
That's so spicy.
It's got Flint's signature magic in it.
Oh, got an 18 for initiative.
I have a 15
Me
as
too.
Thulian.
Me too.
Team 15?
Team 15.
Wait, are we not supposed to clap over the mic?
Yeah,
Not
it's
really.
okay.
I'm sorry, Mike.
A lot of the combat stuff gets edited out, because combat kind of...
So I can talk freely a little?
Oh.
You can always talk freely with them.
Have I been doing okay?
You're doing great.
Oh, yes,
Yes, you're
yeah.
doing very well.
Okay.
We are talking over you a little bit, so let's just watch that.
I mean, Cliff's kind of doing it intentionally.
Yeah.
The disdain.
I think
There
we
can
have. I think we have a thing going.
There can only be one shirtless man in this group.
No. You are no man.
Oh.
Okay, so what did everyone roll?
I'm never going to come back as a guest.
18,
18.
3 15s.
Okay.
Oh no.
My dexterity is +2.
I have +2.
I have +4.
Okay.
Aw,
Plus-
but my
but
initiative is
we'll,
+5.
So who goes first out of you two?
I wish it was me, but I don't know.
It can be you. If
Yay!
Thulian approves.
Thulian wants to return to the show, so I think Thulian will accept.
Oh.
We're not gonna kick you out.
And then the magma milkshake is last.
Thank goodness.
Words
Alright.
I've never heard in D&D.
Sawyer, you're up first. As Thulian vomits forth a pool of lava, Cliff bats it out of the air. What are you doing?
This is why you need to hold your drinks, Thulhian.
There is one big, fiery-looking thing in the middle, and these three smaller winged blobs of magma flying around the edges. You're also in a barn full of dry hay.
Ooh. I gotta think of what I need.
Oh, I
what
need to
want
roll
do.
initiative for bloat and gloat as well.
Nah, they can stay out of it, surely.
Okay. I gotta think of what I want to do, because
I don't think I want to do firebolt.
I'm trying to surmise whether they have minds that I can psychic damage with. Probably. They look
The big one looks humanoid.
okay.
Or at least it's like human shaped.
Okay.
And the three others were
The three others, they look like winged demons made out of magma, but they're pretty small.
winged fiends. Got it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Sawyer is going to just see something. Okay, from Sawyer's hand, he conjures up these dazzling lights that flicker between blue, green, and violet. It's almost this tiny flicker of flame in his hand, and he chucks it towards all of the magma monsters, and says, "You, I don't know, get back."
Wow, good job, Sawyer.
This is hard, Sybil. And
Sawyer,
he casts,
you're doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sawyer, you're doing so great.
Thank you. At least I don't have to actually insult them this time, and I cast Fairy Fire.
Alright.
And they have to
Nice.
do a dexterity saving throw.
So, the big one rolls a 22.
That saves.
And then I'll do the three others at the same time. Roll a natural 1.
Fail.
They all fail. Okay, they're encased in fairy fire.
So, how Fairy Fire works, they're encased in a flame, so they're all outlined in like green light and purple light, and anyone who attacks them gets to roll with advantage, so people have a better chance of hitting them.
Ooh.
And-
Very nice.
Nice. And for my Sawyer's bonus action, he's going to give Bardic Inspiration to Cliff. You got this, Cliff. I believe in you.
Thanks, Sawyer.
I always
Thanks.
believed in
Oh,
you.
wait, there's something coming up. Give me a second.
Sybil.
Hold it down.
No, Cliff, it's your turn.
Oh, I stagger over the big one. Oh. And I drop kick it.
What a fake out.
Okay, so I'll use the Bardic Inspiration. It's a D6.
Yes.
Okay. I have disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
But you get advantage, so it's just a straight roll.
Didn't the big one fail? Succeed?
The big one succeeded.
Oh,
So,
damn.
Big sad.
so
Yeah.
let's go. My big drop kick is a. Oh, Bardic Inspiration. I rolled a 6.
Nice.
So that is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. And so that means I do damage. I know what I'm doing. I do 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And then
Very nice.
then I will use my bonus action to do a flurry of blows. So I drop kick it. Then I put my two. This one's humanoid, right?
Yeah.
So I drop kick it. Then I slide down underneath its legs with my two legs and try to like scissor one of his legs to knock him to the ground. Oh, that's much less. That's an 8 to hit.
That does not
Okay,
hit.
realizing that trying to knock fire over is a bad idea, I'm just gonna get up and try to uppercut him. That's how I'm
Okay,
picking up.
nice.
And that is an 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, I stand up too quickly and immediately feel really dizzy and miss.
Alright, as you martial arts all over this guy, your hands do get a bit burnt.
Oh.
And you take. Where's my d10?
We should do
Searching
some more
noises.
truths, guys.
No, never back down from this. Always dairy.
You take 4 fire damage.
Ugh.
Sybil, it's your turn.
Oh no, they have wings! They have wings! Sybil is still gonna try and fly away to a corner of the barn.
Okay.
Okay. And then from her corner, she's going to roll up her sleeve where she has tattooed on her arm a heart with the 3 arrows pointed through it, and she's gonna fire her magic missile. The arrows fling down her arm and out towards the biggest guy.
Alright.
All 3 of them are gonna hit him.
Indeed.
So I'm gonna roll 3d4. Do I add in? That's really sad. Do I add like a 1 or something, Jerry?
It's 3d4 plus 3. Or each one is 1d4 plus 1.
Okay, so 6 damage.
Alright. Huge damage. Pew, pew, pew,
Whoa.
straight to the head. And Thulian,
Alright.
it is your turn.
Alright, I've trained all my life for this. I know how to put out fires. You, Mr. God DM, sir, you there's 1 milk left.
There is one.
It's
left.
a small one, right?
It is a small one.
Okay, so like, how small are we talking?
Like a shot glass.
Oh, that is very small, isn't it?
But,
So,
but it does look like the
no,
most.
I was gonna fire
It's the most purest holy milk you have ever seen.
Drink it.
It has an aura of divinity around it.
Drink it. Drink it.
Pour it on.
No. We are firemen with Thulian. Okay, we run up, grab this tiny shot glass, just in between the hooves, just throws it up to the hands, which can now actually hold it, and then we prance up to the biggest one, and we try and dunk them in this magical, awe-inspiring milk.
All right. Make an attack with an improvised weapon.
That seems fair. So improvised is strength, but no proficiency. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Good memory.
Is that so we have? It's a melee attack, so it has advantage.
Yes.
Oh no, it's a big
Not
guy,
on
so
the
no.
big guy.
Not on the big guy.
Unless
Guys, go for the
I
little
get
ones.
really angry
Oh.
and rage.
Oh!
Alright, so not an 11.
I
Hopefully
also-
hopefully something bigger. Not something bigger, an 11 it is. You will
Alright.
settle for that.
So with the shot glass, you don't manage to dunk him on the head, but the milk does spill all over the fiery guy and immediately evaporates in a cloud of steam, bloating. Oh no! Not the sacred milk of the mother cow!
It had to be done. There was no other way.
And
What did that do? Were we supposed to drink that?
no one's ever got to the 4th glass before. That's the most prized possession of the Moofia. We only have a small bottle. As they say this, the steam from the milk that you poured on the fire guy rises into the shape of an ethereal cow. Moo! It is I, the mother cow, who has summoned me.
I, Thulian, have summoned you.
Thulian. Why do you summon me, and what is all this I see around me? Hardly a fitting reception for a god!
Yeah. Thulian's a little taken aback.
Speak.
Holy cow goodness.
Sybil, get back.
I have summoned you in hopes that you may protect your followers and that this place of sacred worship is preserved.
Make a persuasion check.
How good is the barbarian persuasion?
That's the funny thing. I'm not just maybe I am just a barbarian. 7.
7? Well. I don't know about you. You don't look very much like a cow. But
I am simply the summoner.
But please.
Floating goats. I'm sure you have heard of them. Please, at least save them. You know this place.
yes.
Do you remember if I used any of my chronal shift last game?
One.
Should I turn back time on this?
And I want to see how it plays
Okay,
out.
okay. I won't yet.
Let it cook.
Okay. Well, I will not raise a hoof to protect you, but the sacred place shall not be defiled. You must make a sacrifice upon my altar, though, before the next morning, or you will suffer the wrath of the herd.
As you wish, holy cow.
The cow mother,
Cow mother.
the mother
Jeez.
cow, spins to face the big boy fire guy and charges him. And with her holy power and milky goodness,
It's going to be really milky or really cool?
where is more dice?
More dice.
Let me just grab a fistful of d20s. Oh no, quick maths.
It's okay, they're only d20s. It's like the biggest die.
Oh my god, I'm wearing bubble tea earrings for the cow mother.
Hey!
Hey!
Yeah.
He takes 68 radiant milk
Damn
damage.
it, so close.
Yeah, it's almost 67.
And explodes in a cloud of milk. And the milk douses the flames that were spreading throughout the hay. The milk mother... The milk...
She's changing names rapidly.
she is a divine being of many names. She looks around at all of you. I grant this one favor, but do not disappoint. I will be watching.
I will make that sacrifice.
And she dissolves in a puff of milky steam. Bloating bloater awestruck. The mother cow herself? I never thought I would see the day.
And all because of me.
Oh,
You better help me make this sacrifice
Cool.
if you want to be protected still.
I will. You truly are the
Also,
most...
what type of sacrifice is your holy deity talking about? Is this a self-sacrifice or one of something
Oh
else?
no, I presume we just need to gather an enormous amount of hay.
Oh, thank God, I'm not dying.
we have plenty of this. Okay, this is perfect.
We do, especially since the milk mother saved our barn. Oh, that was going really badly for a moment there. But there's still those 3 winged things. We should probably take care of them.
Oh,
Right.
we
While
can
this-
stomp them out.
While
if
this
that's
conversation
easy.
that's happening, Cliff is like dealing with them like being covered in milk. Is lit on fire and is like, oh, guys.
Yeah, Cliff he's been stumbling around whacking them while the milk mother has been bracing.
Doesn't know there was a milk mother here.
Oh my guys, why are you all standing around for so long?
And you've managed to finish off one of them, and the other two
Oh.
are looking a bit beat up. But they are in danger of flying a bit too close to the hay if you guys don't do something soon. Next up, it was Bloat and Gloat, so they're going to spend their turns standing in awe of the mother cow.
Fair.
We're back to Sawyer. There are 2 more flammable beings flying around.
Okay. Sawyer, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do when the monsters come for him?
Excellent song.
Sawyer
This
the
song
bard.
is fully
Sawyer
improved.
is the bard of the party.
Yes.
Okay. Sawyer is going to walk up towards the magma things. Are they kind of in a bit of a clump?
No, they're spread out on like
Ah.
opposite sides of the barn.
Shucks.
Just like a real fire.
Okay, then I am going to cast I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers. I go to the one that's probably like the closest to a hay stack.
Okay.
I'm going to point at him. I'm going to say, "You're looking a bit cold there, dude. I think you're not actually that good at being on fire right now."
Not that hot.
Yeah,
Oh,
just not that
tell
bad.
him, Sawyer. Tell him.
Thank you, Cliff.
Tell him, Sawyer.
Oh, I just got the joke. That was good.
He looks incredibly offended.
And I cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Alright.
And that... Do I have to do something?
Do I make a save?
Yes. You must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Funny enough.
4.
Fails. Takes 3d6 damage.
I love that the best way to attack a fire elemental is to tell it that it's not hot.
12.
12. That's just enough to finish it off. After the drunken whacking that Cliff's done. Well, no, the poisoned whacking.
It can be drunken.
It explodes in a cloud of lava, but luckily most of it lands on the ground, or on Cliff, or on the wet hay.
Cliff's having a day.
And Budding Inspiration has been used, but I don't think we need it. And Sawyer slowly backs away from the other fire thing. He's like, yep, you got this, guys. I'll support you from right over here.
And Cliff, it's your turn.
Okay, I face down the one remaining fire.
Yeah.
And I just tackle it.
Okay, to the ground, to the hay?
To the ground, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, is there hay behind it?
Yeah, there's hay behind it, but like the hay on the ground beneath it is wet.
Don't
From
do
all
it.
the
I'm
rock.
Cliff's just gonna rush at it and tackle it.
Okay.
Great.
So that's just gonna be an attack roll. With
Alright.
flavor of
Alright.
second, so. Oh, and I don't have advantage. I would have disadvantage. But fair so
Straight
the
roll.
straight roll. Ooh. Imagine rolling straight.
What?
That's a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
It's nice. So then that will be 8 bludgeoning damage.
8 bludgeoning damage, alright. You punch a hole straight through its livery chest as you charge back towards the hay. Some of the fire where you punched out sprays onto the hay and starts to burn.
Alright, as I hold my 2 hands in the hole I've made, I try to just rip it apart as 2 attacks will flow.
Nice.
So my 2 attacks. And 10 and an 8.
Both of those miss.
Okay, I just pull my hands through and burn my hands a bunch.
Okay.
I end up spreading the fire more.
Yeah. That's a new bonfire starting in Cliff's corner of the room. Sybil, it's your turn.
Guys, I got this.
He don't got this. Sybil is going to use prestidigitation to instantly light or snuff a candle, torch, or small campfire.
Ah, very nice.
That is very cool use of the
Yeah.
spell.
So, seeing that the fire is currently the size of a small campfire, hopefully,
Indeed.
and then they're just gonna turn and go, you guys deal with that, okay? I can put out the fire. Fighting is your thing. Get rid of it.
It's okay. I'm on it.
No, I'm on it.
Thulian is on the job. It's your turn.
Alright, Cliff, I like your stop, drop, and roll, but sometimes with a fire you just need to stomp it out. And so, with my 55 feet of movement, Thulian is going to dash over, and then with both hooves, just stomp down on the fire to try and stamp it out.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. So this isn't unarmed strike, but centaurs, they get like stuff for it, so it's really cool in my mind. I could have phrased that better, but it's fine. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that totally hits.
Wait, I could crit. Because advantage from fairy
Oh
fire.
yeah, you get advantage.
Okay, not a crit. It's still
okay.
18, but like that's pretty cool. And then I need a die for this. So that is plus strength plus rage. That is 8 bludgeoning damage to stomp out the fire.
Okay, as you stomp down on the remaining flying fire, it explodes in a burst of magma, but Cliff has already removed most of its magma, so it was only the head and the wings flapping together. You have successfully extinguished the fire. Great job.
Yeah, Thulian
Firefighter
takes off
Thulian.
his fur helm, quickly swipes his hair aside, places it back on.
Wow, that was amazing, Thulian.
Thank you.
That was the most crazy game of Truth and Dairy I've ever played. Oh my god, no. I guess no one's ever got through all 4 drinks.
Is that the end?
That's the end of Truth and Dairy. Oh, I really thought someone would fall unconscious.
Actually, floating
I
goat.
fall unconscious.
Aside from helping us with the sacrifice of the hay, obviously, surely you could give us a bit more, or perhaps what would happen hypothetically if Gus were to know about how you almost burned down your home?
Oh, well.
I think
Well,
you
they
could.
didn't.
I think
He'd be-
but because of us, I think you can do a bit better than just a sacrifice.
Yeah, Gus really wouldn't want to find out, would he? Like,
No, he wouldn't.
I mean,
he wouldn't, and it's fine. We're good friends. We
Yeah,
can keep this. What
you can
happens
keep
in
a
Truth and
secret,
Dairy?
right?
Of course.
Well,
What
yeah.
happens in Truth and Dairy?
it stays in Truth and Dare.
Stays in the dairy, exactly.
All right.
So what are you going to cough up?
Oh, gloat looks at gloat. What do we have, brother?
Just anything that could assist us in the journey will do.
All right. Let's see what they have. Bloat. Where is bloat? Yeah. Bloat. He looks down at his finger. There's one ring on it. It has a little glass engraved into it. Oh, this was given to me by cousin Flint, but
A betrothed or just it looks nice?
Oh, he did say cousins, so I'm hoping not.
no, it's
Oh, okay.
it enhances my wizardly prowess, but I suppose like it's more important that this stays between
Alright.
us, right? So
Yes. Oh, I've got. No. This is perfect.
yeah, he hands you the ring.
All right.
It's a ring of Moofia milkshake.
Yeah, and as the master wizard I am, I know that I cannot use this. Do any of you?
Oh,
think
I was
you
gonna
might
pickpocket
hang-
it off you.
Yeah.
I don't say that.
Would you like it? You seem
You
to
can,
be taking
if you
great
if you
interest
want
in
to,
it.
you can use you
Don't-
can use it to cast Moofia milkshake.
Don't we still need to do a sacrifice?
Oh, there's a sacrifice. We can do that now. We have a
Yes.
day.
Okay.
We
have a night.
a night.
I'm gonna go to bed.
We have a night. We need to do the sacrifice.
You guys have a night. I'm going to bed.
You're
You
in-
can-
You're in on this as well.
I'm pretty sure
It's
the
a
cat
god.
was just talking to Thulian, so...
Okay.
Oh yeah, Cliff, did you see the god? I got this. I'm just gonna walk over and just go, and then yeah,
Am I still poisoned?
Yeah, you're still poisoned.
yeah. You okay?
What do you want?
And is he conscious? I'm gonna just do a whole CPR thing. Check for pulse. Check for breathing.
Yeah,
What
he's
are you
talking to
doing?
you.
Oh,
What are you
okay.
doing?
I'm
That
just
is one of
I was
the-
like, all right, ease up, buddy. I'm just gonna roll,
Ugh,
flip
stop.
over on his side,
No,
just open his
no.
mouth, just make sure
I'm-
everything can come out.
I'm talking.
Hang in there, Cliff.
Um,
You'll be okay.
I stare very I'm trying to figure things out about you, but my brain's just not working properly at the moment.
There, buddy. Get some rest.
Look, the cow can have my crowbar. I don't know why I have a crowbar and I'm never gonna use it. So the cow can have this crowbar.
You always carry one too? And fully just yoinks out from her
Yeah.
pocket.
Wait, is the
Crowbar.
ring enough as a sacrifice?
No. We need to sacrifice an enormous amount of hay.
Yes, the
Okay.
hay is the sacrifice. This is just because we're good friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we saved their lives and after all.
Mm.
Yeah, true, and our careers by not telling Uncle Gus. But look, bloat and gloat, us two, we can take care of the sacrifice. We know where the altar is. We got all the hay.
Okay, good.
Don't worry, it would be an honor to make a sacrifice to the mother cow. In fact, we do it quite often, so we're used to it. Why don't you guys get some rest? Don't mention any of this to anyone else. You know what happens in
yes.
Truth and Dairy stays
in Truth and Dairy.
Truth and Dairy. Exactly.
Well, we
Of
know
course.
now. Mm.
Yeah, we'll go busy ourselves making the sacrifice. They start hauling pitchfork loads of hay out of the barn.
As they leave, I'm gonna turn to probably turn to Sybil. Hey Sybil.
Yeah.
What was that hot stuff?
The-
The red stuff.
The red
The red that was spread. Everyone else seemed to know what it was.
fire? So, oh, right. Okay, yeah, that does track. Okay, that makes sense.
It kind of hurt. Like a little
Yeah,
bit.
fire's like the opposite of water, so it makes sense that you haven't seen it before.
Right.
It feeds on air.
Wait.
And it gets put out it can't exist around water. So if you put water on it, it'll go away.
Then why does anyone live up here? It just seems dangerous.
There are lots of dangerous things in the ocean too. You're not here. Stay out of this. So.
We're in the same room.
Like, hey, this is a private conversation.
But if it can feed on the air, then what if it just eats all the air? Then you have nothing to breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
That seems okay. If I spot any, I'll let you know. We can kill it as fast as we can.
Sure. Yep.
Okay. Cool. I'll keep an eye out. Also, what do you think of this Thulian guy? I think he's up to something. He's suspicious.
I think he's pretty cool. Pretty coolian.
I'm watching
That
him.
was terrible, sorry.
So
Yeah, Thulian isn't
I
hearing
don't-
this. Sorry, as this conversation's happening, Thulian's just collecting hay, just piling them up, just getting ready for a
Alright.
sacrifice. But I don't think he's paying attention to any of this.
I'm gonna go to bed, but this was enlightening, as fire does. So, fire also creates light, so it can be good. And warmth.
But I can see in the dark.
Not everyone can, though.
Oh, right.
Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright, I'm gonna keep an eye on Thulian.
Okay.
Thulian, more like not fooling me.
Well, you're getting there.
I'm also going to go to bed, but before that, Cliff, give me your hands, and I pour some water on it to I put water in a bowl, and I'm like, put your hands in this, it'll make it feel
okay.
better.
No, you're supposed to do it with running water and.
It's better than nothing.
I pick up the bowl and start running. like this? Is this how you beat fire?
Well,
No.
No.
I'm too tired for this.
Okay, we can talk about this tomorrow. Need to know how to beat fire.
Sybil is going to try to fly up to a what's it called? A loft thing on the barn, and cool. Sybil's gonna go up. Sybil's gonna fly up to a loft thing on the barn and wrap around it and hang like a bat and go to sleep.
Alright. Does everyone go to sleep?
No.
Sacrifices must be made.
Okay.
Must pull up all these bales of hay. And I'm going to try and shape it in the tower of the cow goddess.
Okay, upon the...
Mother cow.
So Bloat and Gloat lead you down the hillside. Under the moonlight, there's a small altar. It looks to be a repurposed anvil, upon which they're stacking the hay. You create an immensely tall pile of hay. And they say to you, this will all be gone in the morning. The mother cow will come and eat it. Hopefully it's enough to appease her appetite. Otherwise, we're in deep trouble.
How do you prevent the scavengers from getting it? Or just things?
I don't know. It just disappears, you know. I never considered wild things scavengers.
I suppose. I have to have faith in you. We're good friends after all.
Yeah, we are good friends.
We are.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. My good mate, Thulian.
Yes.
Yes.
Floating goes.
I'm pretty tired, so I think Bloat and Gloat, us two,
Yes.
they always refer to themselves in the third person.
I've noticed.
Yeah, Bloat and Gloat are gonna go.
Not even fully
Hit the
noticed that.
hay.
Yeah, we'll go hit the hay.
Arr! Punch, punch, punch.
Good night, Thulian. Here's to our continued friendship.
Greatest
in the
friendship.
future.
Yeah, when I return, I'm sure we can continue our game. Perhaps one of us will get to the end.
Maybe. I don't have any more sacred milk left, though, so that's going to be hard to explain to Gus.
We'll find some along the way.
I like your attitude.
DM, can I have tried to follow Thulian out stealthily to track where he goes?
Yeah, make us...
Not to be a party pooper, but if we want to, is this all you had planned for Chewie?
No, like...
This
Well, we
wasn't
should-
planned.
We should discuss that once we finish the recording, right?
I'm just talking about do we want to end this episode so we can quickly do another one?
I want to do, there was probably another hour's worth of
Yeah.
content at least. So
That's
I
why
think
I'm
we should
like,
make
we
two
should wrap
episodes.
this up.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're also at an hour.
Okay, well then I will skip following and do something else.
Well,
Very
can't we all just take a long rest?
No, I'm doing
Okay.
something before
Okay,
the
A long
okay.
rest
for
seems
sure.
very
Okay.
fair.
All right, Cliff, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna pretend to be asleep
Okay.
and wait for Thulian to come back and fall
Alright.
asleep.
Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sort of
I
collapses.
wait for a while until I'm fairly sure Thulian's asleep.
You start hearing snoring.
Yeah, I still wait a while and I try to like make sure that he's not faking being asleep.
Okay. He's snoring pretty
Yeah,
loudly.
Thulian doesn't.
Okay.
Thulian's tired, man.
Insight check.
Okay.
Is he faking it?
Sure.
Oh, the man's got insomnia. It's absolute paranoia.
15.
Yeah, it seems like he's legitimately sleeping.
Okay. I'm gonna, as quietly and stealthy as I can, I'm gonna go through his bag and see if there's anything.
Okay. Make a
Suspicious.
stealth check. Still poisoned.
Does poison give disadvantage on stealth checks?
It gives disadvantage on
On
all
all
ability
skills.
checks.
Yeah, it's all skills.
Uh-oh. That would be a 13.
13.
That is, if you're asking for passive perception, that
That's
is a
your
tie.
passive-
That is a
yeah.
tie.
But you're asleep.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I would have like disadvantage.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I think
I think.
you
That's
can rummage through his
Okay.
backpack stealthily without waking.
Yeah.
What do I find?
I mean, you find items. Is there anything? Are you looking for anything particular, or just
I'm
going through?
looking for anything, any magical items or anything that would link you to something.
All right. Well, first of all, you find a lack of other clothes. It's just this one jacket, and you see the fur helm that I've removed. A few particular just homemade knives. Looks like they've been whittled, got stone rather than actual metal itself. Other equipment that seem like stuff that's out of place. You do see a small velvet purple pouch. It's not that small. I say it's small. It's probably about the size of a basketball. Sorry,
Small.
this is it's small. It's a small
for
pouch.
Thulian.
It's yeah.
Small person.
Anything else in there?
Out of place.
Can I suggest something that Cliff might find? You find a not quite a photo, but like a drawing of a man standing next to a horse. The
Oh
man-
no! Yes, you would see this. That's
the-
actually
yeah.
yeah.
The man looks like Thulian.
Yeah.
Does the horse also
the
look
horse
like...
also looks like Thulian.
Small sketch. You can see a background, a few fields, and some animals you may or may not recognize.
I don't recognize them.
Yeah, I was. I'm just hype. Yeah.
We need to start wrapping
Sorry,
up
man.
the episode.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna go, and like, I knowing you can't hear me, I'm going, I don't know who you are. I don't know who sent you. But I'm watching you very carefully.
All right, that's a wrap.
Yay! Woo! Okay.
I did an episode.
Yeah.
Was I too loud?
No,
No,
you're great.
no,
No, you did
you're
great.
Perfect.
Wow, you've made it to the end! In this episode, our editor Ellie plays Sybil Solstice, Jared plays Cliff, Haley plays Sawyer, and I play Bite, and Leaf is our DM. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify at @leveldown!! You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at @leveldowncast. On TikTok we post short form content, and on Instagram we post photo shoots and character art. Feel free to email us at leveldownpod@gmail.com for business or collab inquiries. Our theme music is Wob 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 by Leaf. Thanks again everyone for listening. If you haven't yet, make sure to rate us 5 stars on Spotify or give us a like on YouTube. It really helps us out. Until next time.